Hello and welcome to your number one news source for all that nerdish on
Pornhub.
places where you can find people having sex on the internet. Listen, so full disclosure, before I introduce myself and Bridget, it's been a long week. I'm
Yeah.
sure you guys are sick of seeing me. Again, today is my last day. I've said all this before once because I forgot to hit the go live button, and we
Mhm.
did like the whole intro, and then I looked up
It
and I'm
was
like,
really good too. You know, it
there's
was
no
really good.
comments. Yeah, no, we were doing great. Yeah, I'm places where you can find people having sex on the internet. I am your host, the patron saint of podcasting, the warden Matt Ritter, and I am here dressed and ready for Valentine's Day,
I am
live
That's
from
cool.
Georgia on a little bit of a
That's it.
vacation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, I dumped my kid on my mom, and that's her baby now, and so I'm living it up. I did forget my Switch, so I've just been like sitting. I'm so jealous. I was like, I'm gonna get that, and then I left. So, I did not get it. Um, so I've just been reading and sitting, which is really hard for me, honestly, to just be like still. So, but here we are. It's fine.
Fair enough. Fair
It's
enough.
fine.
So you are on vacation, having a good time. You don't have your Switch, so you haven't really been able to play anything. Have you been watching anything in your downtime?
Listen, who was I with? Who can? It might have been. There's like a 60% chance that it was with Will, but it could have been Mara. It could have been you. But I saw a trailer for Underdogs with Snoop Dogg. Have you seen that trailer? Do you know that movie?
I've seen that trailer. I actually think that might have been probably Will or Travis.
It may have been. I can't keep up like anymore at this point.
I
But
should be I guess no, Will. I was gonna say I should be the easiest one to discern of that group, but
yeah, no, it's only because I know I saw it and I know it's out on the podcast. Um,
we're not gonna disclose that because I feel like you're gonna come looking for her. So if you missed that part,
I'm on vacation. Thank you very much. But I watched Underdogs. It's a football sports film,
Mhm.
which I don't normally. It's not normally the film I would go for. But it was really funny. It was actually really funny, and good. So that's what I watched recently. And yeah, gaming wise, I haven't been gaming much at all. So, but what about you?
I got a little Diablo in last night. And I've been playing as much Pokemon Scarlet and Violet as I can. Uh Listen, why are you so judgmental? What
Damn, is it
I
really that bad?
It's not that bad. I need to know what's going on in Taekwon's life that he feels like he like maybe we need to sit down and have like a therapy session one day. You and me, Taekwon. You're gonna have to keep your pants on, at least for most of the show. But we'll sit down, we'll have a little therapy session, find out what's going on with you. Why you're so mean to Bridget and me and Will. I'm very curious.
Yeah, I did adjust it though, or I tried to. Maybe it's better now. I don't know. But yeah.
You're fine. I watched the Marvels once it dropped on Disney Plus, so that was cool. Been playing Pokemon, been playing Diablo. I had to watch a shit ton of WCW for me and Travis to record this weekend. One of the 6 shows that I'm doing this week, from Monday
Whenever
to Sunday.
whenever you guys say WCW, I think of like Woman Candy Wednesday. Woman Candy.
Woman Crush Wednesday. I think you're getting Candy
Crush.
Crush. I can see it.
Woman Crush. Yeah. That's always what I think of, and I don't know. I've been meaning to. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure on this Wednesday, Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
Candy Crush, like I said, I'm sure you're Taekwon's
Candy.
WCW and anyone else that may be watching. So
Yeah.
go check out her Instagram. Go check out her Twitter.
Do it, please.
But really, that's all I've been watching.
Yeah.
I've got one more movie to watch for getting off this weekend. I did watch one of those. So I've been mostly just preparing for podcasts all week long.
Yeah.
So,
I tried to help a little bit, like today. I was like, let me like act like I live here and help.
Well, I was gonna say, so like Monday, I'm used to it. Like Sunday night, I'm like, all right, I gotta find shit for Monday, right? And then
Yeah.
Travis is like, hey, can you fill in on Tuesday at like 10 o'clock at night? I'm like, okay, cool. And there was nothing in the Google Docs. And I was like, all right, fuck, I got to
I
find
know it was empty. I went in there. I was like, is it maybe I don't have it synced or something? I thought it
No. So I'm like,
was
fuck, now I got to go in and find 2 days because I know I'm with you on Wednesday. So I'm like, and then I come in today to add something, and there's like 100 fucking articles to pick from. And I'm like, well, fuck me. Where was all
sorry.
this Tuesday when I was
I'm
up
sorry.
all night fucking trying to find shit to talk about?
Yeah.
But
My bad. I'm sorry.
he's not elaborating. You can ask all the questions. He's not around.
Never mind.
Also, he delivered his package. I'm assuming the Valentine's Day package, that the sweet one that you said was not as dirty
Horrible.
as I assumed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was really cute. How was it received? I need like the tea, the gossip. I want to
You
know how
want
it
to know
went.
how his package was received on Valentine's Day?
Um,
Was it dropped off at the front door or the back door?
Listen, I realize I set myself up for that one, so I'll just let you have it.
Well, if you guys are watching us live at twitch.tv/Creatia World, I want to thank you, because if you have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming. If you have Prime Gaming, you can link it to your Twitch account and you get a free sub every single month. Costs you nothing because you're already paying for that Amazon Prime, right? Like you want that next day delivery. You want to earn points possibly if you've got an Amazon Prime credit card so that you can get more shit for the money that you're spending on them. And you also get a free fucking sub that you can give to us here at Creatia World, your favorite source for all that nerdish news on places where you can find people having sex on the internet, as well as any of our friends that you see here frequently, whether it's the Will Gray over at Rivet City Radio, Katie at the She Leads Showcase, all on Twitch. Go check them out as well. Or any of your favorite Twitch streamers and content creators. We've got a bunch of friends that I work with through Smack and Raw that stream on Twitch as well. Go support the people that you enjoy, and hopefully you enjoy us. You guys can also watch us at youtube.com/Creatia World, where it is free to like, to subscribe, to comment. Do you know what you're supposed to say next?
Yes. The algorithm. It boosts
What does it do? It boosts it, yes.
Yeah.
It's like,
practiced.
listen, liking, subscribing, and commenting is like giving the algorithm Blue Chew, right? It's Valentine's Day. Blue Chew is, you're not familiar with Blue Chew?
Is it something that you think I would know what that is?
I mean, it's like Viagra. I get ads for it on TikTok all the time.
I do not get ads for Blue Chew, actually.
I think we need to fuck up your TikTok algorithm a little better.
Please don't. Literally, I'll be swiping and I'll see like you pop up and I'm like, ah. And then I'll see like Will pop up and I'm like, ah. Like, get out. Not like but I'm like, this is.
I literally just posted before the show a video of us comparing wrestling to Harry Potter.
Interesting.
That you will probably enjoy if you're a Harry Potter fan. So you should check that out.
Maybe I should.
At Smack and Raw on TikTok. But neither here nor there. We're talking youtube.com/Creatia World. Boost that algorithm like you giving it Blue Chew on Valentine's Day. And while you're at it, I'm a whore. I'm a hoe. I'm a slut for your entertainment, for your likes, for your comments. I'm also a baby daddy. So with that said, I'm here to entertain you and do whatever it takes to get those likes, comments, views, and interaction from you guys. So share me with as many people as you think might enjoy me and Bridget, or me and Travis, or me and Mara, or Bridget and Mara, or Bridget and Travis, or any combination of us with Will and Katie as well. You know, we like to, we're when it comes to podcasting, we're not exclusive here. We like to, you know, swap around a little bit, have a little fun, is what it is. So if you guys enjoy what we do here, please share us with everyone that you know that you think might also enjoy us, and help us get seen by other people so they can enjoy us as well.
Correct.
You guys can also check out creatiaworld.com, which will get you links to everything, whether you want to listen to us audio, whether you want to watch the video. And if you're listening to this audio, I recommend you go check out the video. And when you do, you'll find out why. All of those things, merch, Patreon, everything that we'll talk Patreon later. It's all available there at creatiaworld.com. So please go check that out as well. Please. And with all that said, I think it's newsy time. So, one of the staples of Valentine's Day is going out and having a nice meal, right?
Correct. Are you doing? Yeah, I was like, damn. I'm sorry. I don't keep up with how the dick is made. I just, you know,
She said, "I don't keep up with how the dick is made."
I don't watch how it's made. Dick edition.
From what I'm understanding, is she's never had a problem where someone needed an assistance to.
Yeah.
So
correct. Yeah.
But speaking of getting it hard, hard shell tacos, Taco Bell. Comicbook.com's Adam Barnhart. Taco Bell unveils massive 2024 release slate, including Baja Blast ice cream. So Taco Bell's full release slate, as provided by the restaurant, can be found below. The Cantina Chicken menu debuts a new flavorful chicken that has been oven roasted, shredded, and packed with savory seasoning of Mexican spices, including pasilla and other varieties of chilies.
Wait, this is not the flavor of the ice cream, is it? This is a different.
No.
Okay,
no,
I was
so
like,
the ice cream is going to be Baja Blast flavored.
Okay, got it.
It's actually, according to this, a Mountain Dew Baja Blast gelato. You're also getting a Cheez-It Crunch Wrap Supreme, which is a Crunch Wrap Supreme with a Cheez-It in the middle instead of the hard shell. A Cantina Chicken Burrito, a Cantina Chicken Taco, soft or crispy, Cantina Chicken Quesadilla, and a Cantina Chicken Bowl for those of you who are on keto. We get a cheesy chicken crisp. What?
I like bowls, like options. Like if I go to like Chipotle, I'll get a bowl instead of a burrito, or like like anywhere that offers a shell taco versus a bowl. I'm a bowl girly.
I mean, Taekwon, if you could brag about the same, I'm sure you would. So like, don't be mad.
How did you get in here? Continue.
We are getting a cheesy chicken crispinata, crispy chicken nuggets, ladies and gentlemen, from Taco Bell.
No.
No chicken nuggets from Taco Bell?
No, I don't
feel like I want. See, I feel like I'm gonna try it out, especially because like there's not a lot that my wife actually enjoys from Taco Bell, but me and my daughter love it, and I feel like getting chicken nuggets at Taco Bell might be something that I can be like, hey, let's go do this.
Yeah, I get that. I don't love Taco Bell either. I do like a Mexican pizza. I was really happy when they brought that back, but it's not the same as I remember. So.
Well, if it helps at all, with the crispy chicken nuggets, which consist of all white meat chicken marinated in spiced jalapeno buttermilk before being breaded in a tortilla coating and fried to crispy glory. Fans can now choose from two delectable sauce options: signature Taco Bell sauce, crafted with tomatoes, red chilies, onion, garlic, or the hot and sweet jalapeno honey mustard, featuring sweet honey mustard with a kick of jalapeno.
I feel like this would all be really good if it sound more appetizing to me. If it wasn't if it was like at a restaurant, but something about mass produced that I'm not into it. But I mean I would try it. I think.
I'm definitely trying it. We're also getting a cheesy street chalupa, featuring cheesy flatbread with a small tortilla that is stuffed generously with mouthwatering blend of mozzarella and pepper jack cheeses and fried together, then filled with a choice of slow roasted chicken or savory grilled marinated steak, a flavorful sauce, and topped with a layer of diced onions and cilantro. Each order will come with 2 cheesy street chalupas.
Do you like cilantro? Is it one of those? Are you one of those people that's like it tastes like soap? Or do you
No, I don't. I like cilantro. I'll pussy chasing pussy. God damn it, Taekwon. Every time I click back from the article, he's got something new. The only thing I don't like on my tacos, because I'll get like American style and I'll get Mexican style with the onion and cilantro. Like I'm good either way. I just don't like diced tomato. I don't like whole tomatoes. I only like tomatoes in a sauce or a paste.
Huh.
So like any burger I get, no tomato. Any tacos I get, no tomato. Like I'm not a whole tomato kind of guy.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, see, Taekwon's with me.
I love tomatoes.
But see, now tomato soup is in a sauce and or a paste, right? Like
yeah. So and so you're like into spaghetti and all that. It's just like
I know. I'm Italian, of course. I'm into spaghetti.
Okay. Well, I mean, listen, tomatoes are good. You guys are wrong. But that's just my opinion.
We've also got that Mountain Dew Baja Blast Gelato, a cheesy enchilada dipping taco. Building on the success of last year's grilled cheese dipping taco, Taco Bell's introducing a new version that adds inspiration from enchiladas via the cheesy enchilada dipping taco, featuring slow roasted chicken and layered enchilada dipping sauce. And last but not least, for dessert, a dulce de leche Cinnabon delights. Taco Bell is bringing more flavors to the iconic Cinnabon delights with the new dulce de leche flavor.
One thing about Taco Bell, I've always felt like I never knew what I wanted. Like, so if my partner was like, "I'm going to Taco Bell, you want anything?" I'm like, I'm like, I don't know, because I feel like all of their menu items are the same in different shapes. Do you know what I mean? It's like they're the same. It's all the same thing. It's just shaped differently. That's just my opinion, at least.
I guess that's fair. Or racist, however you want to look at it.
I mean, it's the truth.
I mean, I feel like everything is the same in different shapes.
Aren't we all the same, but in different shapes?
Exactly. Speaking of the same in different shapes, Mr. Fantastic can stretch himself into many different shapes, but he's the same person. And we've got news that broke today from Jamie Lovett over at comicbook.com. Fantastic Four, a cast officially announced by Marvel Studios. After months of speculation, Marvel Studios has finally confirmed the cast for the upcoming Fantastic Four movie. A piece of Valentine's Day themed artwork released on Marvel Studios' social media account confirmed Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, Vanessa Kirby as Susan Storm, Invisible Woman,
Who's
Joseph,
that? Vanessa Kirby? Who is that? Susan
You're gonna have
Storm?
to look her up.
Okay, I was like, do you know?
Because like I was gonna just be like, oh, here, I'll just pull up the picture, but it's kind of hand drawn. Like you can tell who Pedro Pascal is, but I feel like Vanessa, you'd have to look her up to recognize her.
Okay, what's her name? Vanessa
Kirby,
okay.
Kirby.
Got it.
Joseph Quinn.
Okay.
See, there you go.
Okay.
Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, and Ebon Moss-Bachrach as Ben Grimm, the Thing. The artwork by Wesley Burt and the new logo affect a style reminiscent to the 1960s, the decade when the Fantastic Four first appeared and formed in the cornerstone of Marvel Universe. One could speculate this suggests the film will be a period piece set in the 60s, or at least include some scenes from that time, though no plot details for the film have officially been released. We're going to take a look at that artwork that I was talking about so you can see, because it looks like a Valentine's Day card.
Oh, I think I did see that on Instagram or something, that picture. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's lovely.
And it does say Happy Valentine's Day, and that's what today is. So, like, I'm also not going to DePaul University, so you guys can keep your ads. I'm 30-7.
Man.
Excited? How do you feel about the cast?
I do like the cast. I feel like there was talks of Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic, and people were like, "Oh no, we don't know." So I'm happy to see him as in that role. I think he'd play it well. And yeah, I'm not a huge Fantastic Four fan, but I really, really like Silver Surfer. So yeah. What about you?
Outside of wanting to slander us, Taekwon is excited and said they also got Herbie the Robot in the corner. I'm good. I am. I have a feeling people are going to have an issue with Pedro, just because you know how the fucking internet is, and
people really like him. He's in his era. As long as he doesn't do anything, any like Jonathan Major shit. He's
specific
fine.
people, I should say. Specific racist white folks are going to have an issue.
That's fair.
But I'm good with the cast. I actually like the cast in the last Fantastic Four movie too, even though it wasn't extremely well received.
See that one.
That was
the last one I saw was the one with Jessica Alba.
Oh no! We're talking
like forever. I know there was another one though with that one guy that was in Top Gun. I don't know. Oh yeah, and Michael B. Jordan.
B. Jordan. Not Michael Jordan, Michael B.
Like,
Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay. So Michael B. Jordan, I can't think of her fucking name, but Sue Storm, his sister.
I think Taekwon's referring to Pedro Pascal. I think that issue really comes a lot with women more than it does with men being cast as different colors.
Wow.
Just saying.
You didn't even go with Michael Jackson. You went with anyway.
Yeah.
No, I'm down. I'm excited. I like I said, the Marvels kind of rejuvenated my joy. Like every time recently they've dropped a Marvel movie, I've been like, okay, I'm kind of back in it. Like Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I really liked Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness because it was Marvel's Evil Dead. Obviously, No Way Home was really good. The Marvels
So
I enjoyed.
You liked the Marvels. It got like a lot of shit. So
well, that's because it's an all-women's movie, and that's what the fuck they do. Captain Marvel was really good, and it got a lot of shit because it had a female-led cast. Everyone's like, why do we have to have female superheroes? Why can't we just watch guys in spandex? Which, as a wrestling fan, I don't really have an issue with, but I like a little variety. Like, I like men, and maybe I am a little bisexual, because I like to see men and women in spandex, not just men or women. So
right. And I mean, it's normal, I guess.
Exactly. I'm not going to call me sexist for calling the Marvels mid.
I mean, if it was mid, it
100%.
was mid. I don't know. I haven't seen it. But that's just me.
It's on Disney Plus. I enjoyed it. I also look at it through a different lens because, like, when Captain Marvel came out, one of the conversations that Kate and I had was how she loved it because if we had a daughter, this was pre us having Zoe. Growing up, she didn't have a lot of female superhero role models in movies to kind of watch and be like, oh, I want to be that. And she thought Captain Marvel was going to be that for Zoe before we even had Zoe. Again, seeing this, I really like the character Kamala Khan. I loved Miss Marvel. That was fun as shit. So with her,
I think that's the same way with like Black Panther, like the same vibe as far as like, wow, you get to have this thing I did not have. That's so cool. You could be a hero. You can cosplay and not be shit on for being a different color than the character. So
yeah, in movies, because obviously that representation was in the comic books, but we didn't have it on the big screen. So if you weren't a comic book fan or whatever, like you didn't really have that. Now we do. So like I look at it from my daughter being able to, as she grows up, have these movies and be like, okay, I can be a fucking pilot. I can go to space. I can do all these things and be a superhero and blah, 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 and have characters to relate to like I did growing up because I had a shit ton.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They all were for me.
Yeah.
I'm a white male. Everything was for me. Like, which is weird because like having that, I don't get like why everyone's like, oh, it's unfair. They're taking all the white male characters. Like, but everything was white male characters. Like, what you've had everything up until now. Why can't we share? I don't get it. But speaking of men in tiny spandex, rubbing each other on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
I'm like, what?
You're like super good at the segue situation.
Amani gives me a lot of credit for my segues. I try.
It's really good. I try and I'm horrible at it. So
we'll work on it. Yeah. I've got a trailer that just dropped for the latest WWE 2K24 video game that we're going to check out.
See it.
There is no way to embellish or exaggerate the enormity of the main event of WrestleMania.
Greatness on a different level.
Brace
that is my favorite
You're going to be in for one hell of a night.
Welcome to WrestleMania!
God damn.
I can't wait for the showcase of the
A night heroes are created, careers are defined, and legends will be born. Finish the story at WrestleMania! You rolling? Here we go.
I'm gonna buy that
Cool.
fucking game. I did not buy
Cool.
2K23. I've been kind of out of pro wrestling video games for a little bit because the joy that I had playing video games was more so growing up and playing with Travis and John and doing all the stuff that we used to do. And as I moved away and I got away from that, and I didn't have those friends to play with on that level, I kind of lost interest in the games. This looks like it looks amazing. It looks fantastic.
It looks like a good time.
So fucking hyped.
Yeah.
And obviously, they're showcasing a wrestler who passed away last year at the age of 36, the same age as me, Bray Wyatt, who you can see here. And then also here, he's always on my mic. He's my favorite wrestler of the last 10 years. So,
oh, man.
Them dedicating a little something to him, too, and having him in the game is a huge plus for me. So, yeah, no, that looked cool as shit. I even saw you doing like the little Macho Man.
I know nothing about wrestling. Like, absolutely nothing.
That's not true. You watched the Women's Royal Rumble and enjoyed it.
I'm trying to, I'm like, well, it's important to me, like, to know what my colleagues and my friends are, like, talking about. I want to be able to, like, support them in their podcasts and kind of know what the fuck they're talking about. And I keep coming up with, like, I'm like, oh, so it's like they're cosplaying. And it's something about like the story that I'm like, okay, so everybody has their own story. But yeah, the game, it looks cool. Do you think that they will have like a custom creation, like you can?
Oh yeah, they do every year. That was a big thing.
Yeah, I remember seeing like that. Those games kind of have the most craziest character creations that you can find on the market. So
sometimes, yeah, so some years they take things away that people enjoy, kind of like everything does. It's like, oh, we really love this. Okay, no more. Stuff
Pokemon,
like that. But
like Pokemon does. Yeah.
So Travis and I and John, who you haven't met, who's kind of sort of not really part of Creatia World, who I've known John since I was 3. I've known Travis since 3rd grade. We used to backyard wrestle on my trampoline in my backyard with some friends. We also came up with a bunch of different characters. We would create them in the video games. We would be them in our backyard wrestling federation, which essentially is all professional wrestling is if you don't look at it as a sport and you look at it as a TV show with there's a show on, I think, Showtime called Heels, right? It's a TV show about wrestling. That's essentially all wrestling is. Wrestling is a show with live stunts, but it is a TV show. It is not a sport. And like you said, everyone has their own story. It's kind of like a soap opera. And if you can follow along with the soap opera and get invested in it, it's a real fun time. Like I said, you watched the Women's Rumble. You enjoyed that. You tried to watch the Men's Rumble and
lost interest. Theater mixed with sports is a really good way to put it for me, I think. I could see how a lot of necks and backs get broken. And
oh yeah.
I'm like, oh, yeah. I get it.
But it's going to be a good time. I'm going to pick it up. Yeah, no, it looks good. I'm probably going to pick it up on the PS5. And speaking of the PS5, this is coming from GamingBible.com's Emma Flint. PlayStation 5 exclusive to be unplayable for millions of gamers following controversy. What? What I missed? It's funny because the article starts off with oof. The news isn't being kind to PlayStation today. After a week of Xbox facing the unforgiving glares from its fans, PlayStation is now in the firing line. Sony has not only confirmed that the PS5 is entering its latter stage already, but it's also dropped another bombshell. A massive PlayStation exclusive won't be available for millions of gamers. We wish it wasn't true, but Sony's officially announced that Korean players won't be able to buy both digital and physical copies of Rise of the Ronin. The details for this decision remain guarded. Thus, the court of speculation is in session, with many believing the game's director, Fumihiko Yusada's comments are the cause. In a behind-the-scenes video for Rise of the Ronin, Yusada talks about Shonen Yoshida's impact on Japan and his legacy. We're not well versed in this area of history. However, the crux of the matter is that while Yoshida is highly regarded in Japan, he strikes a controversial figure to many Koreans. Thus, commenting on him being important in the game has potentially upset the apple cart, so to speak. Many Korean gamers have already spoken out about Yoshida's inclusion in Rise of the Ronin, meaning the game's exclusion from Korea isn't all that surprising. However, it ensures a large portion of gamers will be alienated and unable to play arguably one of the biggest PlayStation launches this year. Having seen more of the gameplay during PlayStation's January State of Play, we're excited to see this Ghost of Tsushima, as title, blow us away with its stunning graphics and historically rich story. We're just sad that so many will be denied the chance to experience it firsthand.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder what the I know they didn't give a reason, but I'm curious about what the reason for that would be, to withhold that from a whole nation,
Listen, Taekwon, it is not illiteracy. It's the week of Valentine's Day. My tongue is all sorts of worn out from the podcast and other activities, and I've been stumbling on my words. It is what it is. I need to give it a rest.
Today? Are you doing anything?
I got to go to work today.
It is Wednesday.
What we are going to do is, I have Monday off, federal holiday. So Kate and I are going to go get tattoos, matching tattoos on Monday. So
okay. Honestly, I think it's best to not go out on Valentine's Day, at least to dinner, because it's going to be hell out there,
So what I heard was what you want to do if you're in a relationship is go out the day, they say it's the day before or the day after Valentine's Day for Mistress Day, because you're out at dinner, everything's slightly less expensive because it's not Valentine's Day, but also you get to people watch all of the people trying not to get caught by taking their mistress out, and occasionally get lucky enough to get them caught and get to enjoy the drama with a meal.
Oh shit. So it's like dinner with a movie almost.
Exactly.
I see.
So you might not get dinner with this movie. However, we do have 3 shows that you guys can go check out for $1, which is a hell of a deal, especially on Valentine's Day, ladies and gentlemen. If you go to patreon.com/Creatia World, for $1, you get Return to Wrestling with Matt and Travis. We talk WCW and not Woman Crush Wednesday, World Championship Wrestling. Our latest episode we're going to record is going to be Bash at the Beach 1998, with the famous match featuring Dennis Rodman of the Chicago Bulls and Karl Malone of the Utah Jazz. You will also get everything that we've done prior to that. So all the way from the very first Nitro in 1995 up to 1998, it's all available for you there. You guys can also check out Multiverse with Travis and Mara, where they break down DC animated films, and everything they have done up into this point is available there. So if you're into that, if that's your thing, you love DC animated films, as Travis always says, they're better than the live action 9 times out of 10. Go check that out and get your comic book fill. And last but not least, the latest episode that is available now is featuring Bridget and Mara and her illiteracy, and my wife Kate, despite Taekwon saying no white women, because she is white. My wife is white. If you have to ask, it's me and my wife Kate doing Am I the Asshole post. We had Katie on 2 months ago. We had Bridget and Mara on last month. We'll have a new episode for you this month, probably recorded next weekend. So go look for that as well. You get all 3 shows for $1. And if you want to support us a little more, you click that link. Taekwon was saying that you owe him like 50 cents or some shit like that, and he was going to use that to help pay for the $1. I don't know what that's about, but if he can scrounge up a little more money, he can get this show ad-free. And if he gets this show ad-free, then he doesn't have to worry about ads. However, especially with it being the week of Valentine's Day, we have a very special sponsor that has some great deals for you for, this intimate time of year.
Yeah.
And Travis is here to tell you guys all about it. Travis, take it away.
Want to spice things up in the bedroom? Then it's time to check out Adam and Eve. Because you see, Adam and Eve is the leading adult toy store that offers a wide range of products to help you explore your sexual desires. Whether you're looking for something to use solo or with a partner, they have everything you need to satisfy your cravings. From vibrators to lingerie, bondage gear to lubricants, AdamandEve.com has it all. And the best part, you can shop with confidence, knowing that all their products are of high quality and backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, penis ring, vibrator, anal sex toy, bondage toy, couples toy, lube, or accessory, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. No questions asked. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Adam and Eve is giving you 50% off almost any item on their website. That's right, 50% off. And if you act now, you'll also get free shipping. So go to adamandeve.creatiaworld.com and use the offer code EROTICA at checkout. That's erotica at adamandeve.creatiaworld.com for 50% off almost any item and free shipping. Don't wait. This offer won't last very long. The link is in the description.
And we're back. You once told me that there might be a fourth show coming to Patreon with you doing some reviews from stuff that you may have purchased from the link down there.
Precisely that, and maybe even reviewing slime. 'Cause I like slime. Does Zoe like slime?
I don't think we've exposed her to slime yet, just because I don't want to deal with the mess.
Fair.
She does love fucking kinetic sand though, and that is a fucking mess.
Yeah, it is. I thought about getting some while I'm here, so it cannot be in my home, but here.
Yeah, we've got that, and then also somebody got her a science experiment kit, so like that was a thing, and we were using gas reactions to blow up balloons and all sorts of stuff the other day, and I don't know. There's a word she says before science, and I don't know what it is. But Daddy, can we do something? It's like for science or force. Dude, I don't know what the fuck she's saying, but it ends in science. And I'm like, yeah, I know what you want. Yeah, we can do science. I actually kind of tailored the second half of the show a little bit to you. But first, before we get to that, I do want to talk about Madam Web because it is on the thumbnail, and I should probably cover that. Comicbook.com's Adam Barnhart, Madam Web writers tease what's next after premiere. Now, I have also heard really bad things about Madam Web, but I don't really care about like reviews and shit. I'll see it for myself. I will say I have not been a fan of a lot of the Sony Spider-Man stuff that they've come out with. Mm-hmm. So not high hopes, but also Sydney Sweeney in spandex could probably just sell me on the movie alone. So
okay, fair.
There's that. Even though it has yet to be seen if Madam Web will receive a sequel, the writers behind the film are already thinking of ideas for a follow-up. According to Madam Web writer Matt Sazasma, there may not be an origin story to how the other Spider-Women. There may not be an origin story to how the other Spider-Women get their powers. There's something to seeing characters that are already existing. We've already seen origin stories. Sazama told us on the red carpet I'm not even going to say his last name. I'm just going to call him Matt. Madam Web producer Lorenzo Di Bonaventura told us in a different interview that the goal was to make the film Madam Web's Dakota Johnson rather than an ensemble picture. Made a decision earlier on that the advantage in this story was not to attach it to all these other stories. We tipped the hat, but really we wanted to concentrate on a character journey. And I think some of the superhero fatigue that people talk about is because these movies are often not about the central characters. And so we felt it was a stronger choice for us to say, this is the Madam Web story. She comes out of the Spider-Man comic books, but it's not part of the other gigantic thing. It's its own standalone, which gave the freedom to really tell the character's story. Judging by the early reviews, it seems Madam Web has an uphill battle when it comes to the sequel, with comicbook.com's Jenna Anderson giving the film 2.5 out of 5 stars. Wow. As of the writing, this picture has a 16% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Sheesh. Yeah, I'm not going to see it. I'm not really interested in seeing it. But I mean, it seems like it's a story problem. So I don't know.
Taekwon doesn't see any resemblance to the Madam Web story from the trailers. I'm going to watch it. We'll see. I don't really trust ratings. Though the last time I didn't trust ratings and I went and watched a movie that had a low Rotten Tomato score. I realized why it had a low Rotten Tomato score, and we covered that on the last episode of Getting Off. Because Barricade was fucking horrible. So I don't know. We'll see. If it is good or decent. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the Venom movies. I'm not a huge fan of Morbius, a lot of the stuff that Sony's done. So I'm going to go in with lowered expectations, right?
Yeah, it's like
Because it's
it'll
Sony.
probably just be like an entertaining movie to watch on a Thursday. You know, I don't think it's like gonna be like a, oh my god, you know, like that type. It's just not.
Oh my god. Yeah. But the stuff that I got for you, because you are a fan of cartoons and anime, you may or may not have drawn some things for a semi popular show on FX that people might have heard of called Archer.
Semi-popular.
And if I remember correctly, you said you're a Digimon fan.
I am.
Well, I know you're on vacation now, but you might want to be looking to save up some of that vacation time or drop the kid off, or maybe take her with you, because comicbook.com's Nick Valdez, Digimon Con 2024 date and lineup announced.
Wow, convention.
Yes, so Digimon is ushering in a big milestone with the 20th anniversary of the anime, and has set the date and revealed the lineup for guests for Digimon Con 2024 later this spring. It's
kind
a
of
big year
feels
for
like they could have called it like
Digicon,
but maybe that's like already something else, you know. But anyway, sorry.
I don't know if it's called Digimon Con 2024 or if that's just what they're putting it in. Yeah, no, it says Digimon Con 2024 announced from Toei Animation, so it is Digimon Con.
Yeah,
I guess a little rhyme there, Digimon Con.
Yeah.
It's a big year for Digimon as it's celebrating the 25th anniversary of the anime's original premiere, and fans have been waiting to find out what kind of new projects could be in the works for the franchise. With the latest release, Digimon Adventure 02, The Beginning, hitting last year, there have been yet to be any signs that the franchise has something new in the works as of the time of this writing. Digimon Con 2024 could be the place where the franchise announces or reveals the first details for its next project, and thankfully it's already slated to hit later this spring. Headlined by the Digimon 25th anniversary celebration, Digimon Con 2024 has been announced to stream on March 9th at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, with Digimon Partners' official YouTube channel. The first additions to the lineup have been announced as well, with members from the anime's voice cast confirmed to attend. We got a little tweet thing here.
Yeah, that's slander, Ty, by the way. Slander. Oh,
who is your
cute.
favorite Digimon?
I really like War Greymon. I'm a fan of the I'm a fan of that guy over there. But I also like any Digimon that looks like a plant. And God, what's the other one called? Like I really do like I'm a War Greymon gal. Mon girl.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're gonna get the voice actors for Agumon, Gabumon, and Pyomon. Pyomon?
Yeah.
Pyomon will be in attendance for Digimon Con 2024, and it will be releasing more about what to expect in the coming weeks. With the new event coming this spring, it won't be much longer before we find out what Digimon could have planned for this milestone. So yeah, March 9th, 10 p.m. Eastern, which I think that's your time zone. You're one of those people in the future.
Only currently on vacation. Normally I'm Central time. So
beautiful, because CST is the best time zone.
You know, I did not used to think that, but now I get it. I get it. Mm-hmm. I'm on board. I'm there.
Along with that, Netflix Avatar: The Last Airbender. We got a little clip from that as well. From
Have you seen the show, the animated TV show?
I have. I watched all of that, and I watched Legends of Korra as well.
Oh, so what kind of bender do you think you would be?
I'd like to say fire, but probably earth.
I think that I would put you in the fire earth category as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, fire could, I could see that though, honestly. Yeah. I'd be a firebender myself, I think. Or earth, same.
Well, Aries, fire,
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah. There's a temper, I think, sometimes.
I feel like I want to be a firebender. I just feel like I'm built more for an earthbender. Like,
Fair. Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, if you think about it, it's not like they're not all just skinny, and they're not all just bulky either.
yeah, I know. He was talking about water starters for Pokemon. He's water bender. You just
Oh,
like
yeah,
things
water.
wet, don't you, Taekwondo?
I don't know. I feel like Taekwondo would be like a chaos bender.
Even though he makes me dry. Nick Valdez over at comicbook.com, Netflix Avatar The Last Airbender shares a new teaser, and we're gonna go and watch that now. And we'll see how. Have you seen the teaser for this yet?
Mm-mm.
So we'll see how you feel about it.
It is up to me to find the Avatar, the one person in every generation who has the ability to master all 4 elements. As one Avatar dies, they are reincarnated into the next nation in the eternal cycle. Water, earth, fire, air. I know you're out there, Avatar. I will capture you.
I feel like I worry a lot about things that put out a ton of like marketing, because it builds up a really like a level of expectation, and after a while it could be disappointing. And the thing that comes to mind for me is like Cyberpunk, when it first came out and all the hype that it built up, and then when I pre-ordered the game and bought it, I was like, what the fuck is this? I worry about that, but I do think that it seems like it'll be good. I think people will watch it. So
I'm gonna check it out just because. So I checked out One Piece, the live action, and I had never watched anything One Piece. I had heard mixed reviews. I actually, as a fan of like Samurai Warriors and Dynasty Warriors, they had a One Piece Warriors, and I got that, and I kind of played it, and I was like, I don't think this is really for me.
I got that one too.
I sat down and I gave it a try.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoyed One Piece, the live action, enough to where I thought about, have not committed to, but thought about watching the anime when I find some free time. I know it is. And then I also watched Yu Yu Hakusho back when I think it was on Toonami, and I was younger. Travis was big into that, so I remember watching some of that. So I watched the live action of that too, and I enjoyed it. So I'm like, all right, if I can watch that, and I've already seen Avatar, The Last Airbender, I can check this out and just see. It can't be any worse than the movie.
Correct. I think that we're entering a stage where people feel like, oh, an anime is being turned into a show. It's not like a death knell anymore. It's kind of like a, this could work. This could be cool. But I will always just be on team. If it's animated, it's animated for a reason. So I would prefer for it not to be live action. Damn.
To be clear, I do not put raisins in my potato salad, and I season all of my meat, whether you think I am unseasoned chicken or not. But yes, also white. I've been told I taste like vanilla, so not a bad thing. Wouldn't say that's bland, but neither here nor there. Anyway, speaking of tasting like vanilla, comicbook.com, Mark the Champs, Princess Peach Showtime trailer reveals new transformations.
Hell yeah.
After leaking online, Nintendo has officially confirmed 4 new transformations that will appear in Princess Peach Showtime when the game releases next month. The new transformation includes Figure Skater Peach, Dashing Thief Peach, Mermaid Peach, and Mighty Peach. And who doesn't love Peach on Thanksgiving? As we've seen in the other transformations revealed so far, it seems each one will grant the hero different powers and abilities, as well as a sleek new design for the character. Those new designs already seem to be one of the biggest highlights that have gotten a lot of praise from fans. Is this going to play or is it going to run an ad? Oh, no, it's going to play. Cool. So let's check out that trailer.
There's nothing like seeing a character you love dressed a different way, I think. It's really like that simple, but it's really fun at the same time.
It's also nice to we've had Luigi's Mansion, we've had everything Mario. Give her her own game, a little showcase for her. Peach packing her
and Toad, yeah.
Disney's gonna sue.
They can't sue for a mermaid.
That's shaking low. That's cool.
Mega Man teeth.
Hell yeah. She could do all this and still not fuck Mario.
She's basically becoming a Barbie.
Bowser
Yeah.
gives better dick. What can I say?
I mean, nice. I think a lot of girls are gonna really be excited about this game for sure.
Which we talked about earlier with like the Marvels and all this stuff. Like, again,
Yeah.
we've had Mario, we've had Luigi, blah, blah, blah. Now we've got something for little girls to play and connect with from that
Yeah.
universe. Like, you can still enjoy Mario. It's not like I can enjoy Mario because I'm a girl. I know my wife loves Mario. I'm sure you grew up playing Mario and stuff like that. But no, not even a little bit.
I'm horrible at platformers. I'm horrible because I missed that rise of like Mario, and I'm really bad at don't like put me on a team where we like have to platform. I need to be carried. I can't do it. I stress out and I can't do it. But I do appreciate Mario, and like it's a really bright game. It's pleasing to look at. It's really fun. I like watching other people play. So yeah.
Okay, so you enjoy the visuals.
Yeah. It's always
Did you watch
cute.
the Super Mario's the new Mario Brothers
Yes,
movie? Did you enjoy that?
It was very good. It was very good.
Yeah. All right.
I like Donkey Kong. So. Yeah.
Sounds about right. Who doesn't like a big, meaty, burly, barrel throwing Dom?
Exactly.
This one's for me. Just because I know there's not a lot of people out there that really love what they've done with Transformers, or they give a lot of shit to Rise of the Beast. And at the end of Rise of the Beast, we got a little teaser, and now we've got some promises towards that teaser coming from comicbook.com's Charlie Ridgely. Transformers producer promises G.I. Joe crossover is coming soon. Fans of the Transformers and G.I. Joe franchise got quite the treat in the conclusion of Transformers Rise of the Beast. The new Transformers film ended with its lead human character, Noah Diaz, getting an invitation to join the ranks of G.I. Joe. Since the movie hit theaters last summer, there's been no word on the future of either live-action franchise, nor when the payoff to that crossover setup will arrive. Fortunately, those involved are still keen on making it happen. Comicbook.com recently had the chance to chat with Transformer producer Lorenzo de Bonaventura, who we talked about earlier, ahead of his latest film, Madam Web. When asked about the Transformers G.I. Joe crossover, he admitted that there was still a lot up in the air, but that it would happen at some point in the future. At some point in the future. That's not what you said. Coming soon, motherfuckers. Transformers Rise of the Beast sets up G.I. Joe crossover, which we talked about. But he said the honest truth is I don't know. I know we're going to deliver on the promise we made. Well, that's more frustrating because the article literally said coming soon. And I'm like, oh, sweet. It's coming soon. Like, when can I expect it? 2025? And then it's like, eventually.
It's being worked on. We're working on it, I guess.
We'll do it at some point. And it's like, okay, fuck you for the clickbait. Because
it takes a long time to get that stuff going, but still they don't have to like put that information out there and kind of like, you know, pull a rug from under you with that clickbait sort of title.
Right? Like, that was some bullshit.
Yeah.
But I am excited for it. Marvel had a few crossovers when they had the license too. If anyone wants to see Transformers G.I. Joe together done well, read the comics. Thank you, Taekwon.
Yeah.
Wow. The one before that, the comic before that, that's anyway.
G.I. Joe, I never really like was super into it, but I think there was a cartoon, right? Then I did watch
was
it
a cartoon.
a little bit. Yeah.
I had a shit ton of G.I. Joes growing up. I love G.I. Joes. I kind of am sad that they don't make them like that anymore. Because they were like that big, you know.
Yeah.
everything moved, and I had a shit ton of G.I. Joes growing up. I also really loved Transformers, especially Beast Wars. So getting a Beast Wars-esque movie in the universe of Transformers, tying it into something else for my childhood that I loved, seeing as the G.I. Joe movies up to this point have been complete and total ass.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
kind
I
of
did
excited.
see that movie, the Beast Wars one. I
Rise
like
of the Beast.
Rise of the Beast. Yeah, I like robots. Like I'm a big Transformers, Pacific Rim, Gundam. I like that stuff. So, you know.
All right. You like robots and
Yeah.
Optimus Primal Hex.
You know, I know who Optimus Prime is, but I don't want to fuck a robot. Like, just to be clear, that's not something that sounds
I mean,
comfortable.
I'm not opposed to it. Something ever happens to my wife, technology these days, they have options.
They do.
You wouldn't have to worry about dating ever again. You just drop a certain amount of money and your needs are taken care. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about here.
Oh,
I think that's it for today.
okay. Well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I'll give George something to be curious about. Wow. Bridget, will you please tell me where they can find you?
You can find me on Twitter at it's_ppower, and you can find me on Instagram at it's.ppower.
You guys can follow me on Twitter at Matt Ridders, at MATTRIDDR, for your wrestling content, at Getting Off for your horror content. Both Smack and Raw live every Saturday, 11 p.m. Central, including the Saturday, and Getting Off every other week, including this week, 11 p.m. Central on Sunday. So come check us out live this weekend, late at night for both nights, for both shows. And then if you want to catch me anywhere else on socials, it's at Smack and Raw for Instagram, Twitter, or Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Blue Sky. Again, I just dropped a couple new TikToks in the last couple days to give you kind of a little bit of what we do on our show, and see if you might like it. So go check that out as well, whether you're a wrestling fan or a Harry Potter fan or both. Yeah. I don't know what you're all dressed up for, but if you have a reason to be all dressed up for, I hope you have a lovely evening.
I don't have a reason, but just because I wanted to. But thank you.
Okay, well, solo or not solo, I still hope you enjoy your Valentine's Day and have a lovely evening.
Thank you.
For the local swamp hag, Bridget, I am the patron saint of podcast and word Matt Ritter. This has been your number one news source for all that nerdish news on places where you can find people having sex on the internet. That is a fucking mouthful.
Yeah, it is.